Hi guys and welcome to Drive Spark, and in today's video we are going to tell you about the all new Renault Duster that recently was unveiled. Now we all know that the Duster has been unveiled and it has completely become an all new car with changes on the inside, on the outside and under the hood as well. Now in today's video I'm going to tell you about the engine options that you get on the all new Duster. So let's dive into the video, and before we start talking about the engine, let us quickly have a look at the Duster now from the outside. Now the new Duster, as you all know, has completely changed. It gets LED lights at the front, it gets a new grille, it gets Duster written across instead of the Renault logo, which is actually a very bold thing from the company's side to do, because the Duster is a nameplate and they have boldly put it across the grille. Now you also get a front camera, that is the part of the 360-degree camera. You get fog lights, you get active vents at the side that really look aggressive, and to top it all off, you have the hood scoop that actually looks good and makes the car look way more muscular from the front end. Now if you move to the side of the car, you will notice that you get these beautiful 18-inch wheels that are diamond cut and look very nice on the car, with the overall size of the wheel matching the car's size as well. Now you also have body cladding, you have blacked out ORVM. Again, there's a 360-degree camera part on the ORVM as well on either side. You get functional roof rails, a big panoramic sunroof. You also get a shark fin antenna. Now if you move to the side, you will notice that the door handle on the rear is on the pillar, and it's not where regularly it should be. That is actually giving a kind of an aesthetic looks to the car. Also, if you move back, you will notice that you get a spoiler, you get some elements on it, and apart from that, you get a wiper, washer, defogger, and that aggressive looking spoiler is actually complementing the rear section. The rear section also gets a connected light. Well, you have the Renault logo right in between, so the light is not connecting, but it does glow all the way from side to side. You have all LED lighting at the back as well, and you have parking sensors all around, even at the side as well. So that was the exterior. Now if we dive into the interior, there are a lot of things that the company has changed. If you notice that the entire cabin has been reworked upon, starting from the seats, they get bucket kind of seats with contrast stitching, looks absolutely good, are very comfortable. You also have electronic seats on either side with ventilation. So I mean, you have both the features. You usually get a manual control on the passenger side, but you have an electronically adjustable passenger seat as well. Dashboard is completely new. You get carbon fiber elements all around that looks absolutely fantastic. Ambient light that can be changed. Now you have two big screens, one that is canted toward the driver, that's the infotainment system, and the instrument cluster is also a fully digital unit now. Steering wheel is a 3-spoke steering wheel, new steering wheel, a chunky looking steering wheel, can be adjusted for tilt and telescopic both, and you can also see that the massive panoramic sunroof inside will give a lot of light to the cabin. Now let us quickly dive into the engine options that this car gets. Now the Duster comes with 3 engine options. One is a 1-liter turbo petrol unit, that is the least amount of power that the car can produce, which is 100 horsepower and 152 Nm of peak torque. Well, the power figures are pretty decent. I will not say 100 bhp is kind of slow, but this is from the 1-liter turbo petrol engine, and this comes with a 5-speed manual gearbox only. Now if you want a little more potent engine, and which is the most powerful, which is the 1.3-liter turbo petrol engine producing 163 horsepower and 280 Nm of peak torque, which is the highest amount of numbers that it produces in this segment. And that thing comes with a 6-speed manual, or you get a DCT. Yes, you heard me right. This comes now with a DCT gearbox as well. So imagine having 163 bhp and 280 Nm and paired to a DCT gearbox with a good suspension. That car is gonna be very fast. And the third engine, which is the most important engine from the lineup, is the 1.8-liter strong hybrid petrol powertrain, which is a naturally aspirated engine. Now if I'm going to talk a little bit about this engine, I will first of all tell you that this strong hybrid engine is a E-Tech 160 engine, which actually has an electric motor and a battery size that is bigger than what is offered on the Grand Vitara. So that means in city conditions, you can actually be driving on EV mode for most of the time, almost about 70 to 80% of the time, which will actually save a lot of fuel. Now there are 2 electric motors. The bigger one is a 49 HP motor and the smaller one is a 20 horsepower electric starter generator. The combined output from both the motors that you get is basically 167 bhp and 205 Nm of peak torque. Well, the gearbox that this car gets is really special. I will talk about it, but before that, let me tell you that it sits between the engine and the motor. So obviously this is a dog clutch gearbox. Yes, you heard me right. A dog clutch gearbox has been introduced, and this kind of technology is used in F1. So it's really good to see that manufacturers are getting in the F1 technology into daily driven cars, not only purely to have fun, but if you want to have some fuel efficiency from that motor, you will definitely get it. It supports both. You have fun. If you want to drive slowly and get fuel efficiency, you will get that as well. So once again, this fully hybrid motor is absolutely staggering. If you talk about fuel economy, maybe somewhere between 28 to 30 is what we can expect, but that is absolutely phenomenal, and the CO2 emissions will also be very less on this. So yeah guys, that was the 1.8 liter strong hybrid motor that Renault has to offer in the all new Duster. And to sum it up, again, there are 3 engine options, starting off with the smallest one, which is a 1 liter turbo petrol. Then you have the 1.3 liter, which produces the maximum amount of power and torque, that's 163 bhp and 280 Nm of peak torque. And then you have the main highlight, which is the 1.8 liter naturally aspirated strong hybrid engine. So I mean, the Duster has really changed. It is a nameplate that started it all way back, and then obviously competitions have come back in. But now seeing all of this put together, I think the competition needs to be a little worried about it, because it is a very good looking car. It does not come with a 4-wheel drive, but they say that the platform does support it. So who knows, in future we might also get a 4x4 in the Duster. But as of now, there is only a petrol powertrain and no diesel powertrain available with the 2026 Duster. So guys, this was the all new Renault Duster, and I hope I explained the car well to you, and I hope you got an understanding of what are the engine options that are going to be offered with it, especially the 1.8 liter strong hybrid one. We tried to throw some light on it, and if you have any questions about it, let us know in the comment section. We will get back to you on that. Until then, if you like this video, do give a thumbs up, share and subscribe to all our social media channels. I'll be seeing you in the next video very soon. Until then, be safe and drive safe.